Morning.
How are you feeling, Pete, today?
Feel great. Still playing hockey, Game 7. It doesn't get any better than this.
Is there a special feeling like when you wake up in the morning, you know?
Oh, sure. I mean, these are the games you play for, your whole life. It's what when you start as a kid, obviously as a player, I don't think as a kid, I dreamt of coaching a Game 7. That wasn't my dream, but, to be involved in a Game 7, that's the juice that we do this for.
Regardless of your record in Game 7s, what do you take away from just the sheer number of Game 7s you've been involved in?
Yeah, there's a lot of them there. When I first started talking about it, maybe last year in the playoffs, I was trying to go through the memory bank of all of them, and you know what? They were all so different, so many different situations on the road, at home, overtime, double overtime. I just obviously great memories. I mean, I don't have any bad ones, and I'm not looking to have any. So let's keep that going the right direction.
Can you walk us through the decision with Miro Heiskanen? 20 years ago, a player might just say, "I'm in. Don't ask any questions." The game has changed.
Yeah,
there's a lot of different people involved. Like what does it entail in a moment like this?
Well, I mean, there's really no decision. It's not a player's decision. There's medical people involved. People have to sign off on things. He had a serious knee surgery. If he does play in the near future here, he's going to be pushing the deadlines of that were given to him when the surgery was initially given. So. Listen, we're not going to put him at risk for further damage, and doctors aren't going to sign off on that either. So there's really no discussion on this. I mean, he's close. He looks. I know from where you guys are sitting. Oh, I see him out there. He's practicing. He's doing this, but that's different than jumping into a full contact Game 7 hockey game.
Does it surprise you at all that the only two series to go to 7 games are the Central Division series? And has the division prepared you for moments like this?
Yeah. No, you know what? I'm probably not surprised. I think I said it before the playoffs started. I believe we had 500-point teams in the Central Division. I think Minnesota and St. Louis are both 100-point teams. If different circumstances led to them not getting 100 points, but I believe they're 100-point teams. So, toughest division in hockey, and I think you have to approach it like if you can find a way to claw your way out of it, I think you'll be better for it.
With Jason Robertson being out there skating today, is part of that just the timing of his recovery? That's the next step, or is part of it's Game 7 and that's just a little extra?
No, it's just his recovery. He's with the group. That's the next step for him, incorporating with our group, and that's our group. That's not playing.
Same lineup tonight.
Same lineup. Yeah.
Just off of that, I think there's only been 3 guys in this whole series who played after Game 1. Like normally in a 7-game series, there's guys going in and out. It just feels like the lineups have been almost exactly the same for every game. Is it?
I'll be honest with you. We don't have a lot of options up front. I mean, we put Bork in for a game. We have some options on D, but I've liked how our D have played. I've liked particularly Bischel and Petrovic. I think they've done a really good job.
Just fishing here, but how well do you know Daryl Sutter? Like if you cross,
I know Daryl really well.
Yeah, I mean the reason I ask, he's 8-3 in Game 7s,
yeah.
Right? That's the record.
Yeah.
Like, how much have you compared notes over the years, or not necessarily in Game 7, but?
No, if you know Daryl, there's not a lot of note comparing. You know what? I actually got to know Daryl. Brent Sutter and I coached a World Junior team. 1 year, 2005, we won a gold medal in North Dakota. It was maybe the best World Junior team of all time in Canada. And we're in Calgary for summer camp, and Brent said he wanted to bring Daryl in. Daryl was, I think, GM coach in Calgary at the time, to be a guest coach for the summer development camp. And, the summer development camp, there's some intensity to it, but it's still summer hockey. All the guys know each other. Well, Daryl came in, and I mean, he walked into the dressing room. You'd have thought it was Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. I mean, these kids were just like, just peeling the paint off the walls in the middle of July in a summer development camp. So, I'm not. I've seen. I think Daryl and I have different approaches. I'm not sure I could pull that off.
Hey, Pete, we've seen a lot of passionate coaching displays on the benches of some of the other series in this round. You've always talked about being calm is really important so it doesn't bleed into the group. Is that especially the case in a Game 7?
Yeah, I think the players are it's human nature. They're amped up, they're fired up. I think composure is a big part of our job, when they're there, when they're in that space. So, I believe in that. I'm not sure, that everybody else does. And I'm not sure, that's right for everybody. But I've always felt that's a part of our role when the temperature gets like it does in a game like this.
You guys have also played in the Game 7 the past few years, I think, consecutively. Does that help just prepare, especially a younger player, for all the nerves that can come up or the emotions that can come up?
Yeah, we've got some great experience in that room, and we've got guys that know how to approach us, but so do they. I think, listen, it's this is a saw-off, and I think I've said this before. I'm proud of our group that we're here. You can say whatever you want about how we finished, but you take two of the best players out of any team in the lineup this time of year. I look at Scheifele out in Winnipeg. You're a different team with one key guy out, never mind two. And our guys didn't use it as an excuse. They came out and they battled and scratched and clawed, and we've got a chance to advance tonight.
What makes the difference tonight, in your opinion?
Well, you know what? The margins are small. I don't know. Like, it might be goaltending. It might be special teams. It might be a big goal from a fourth line guy. It might be your big guys being your best players, or all the above. I mean, that's the beauty of hockey. We won't know till 11 o'clock tonight.